Hi, how to create a website, how to build a website today for free or paid. I'm going to tell you all about it. Hi and welcome. My name is Xanthies and I talk about websites in this channel a lot. Now, if this is the first time you're watching, and welcome, and let me know in the comments if you have a website or if you want to build a website, and if you don't know how to build a website, if you have any questions. But what I want to do today is, I talk a lot about WordPress, right? If you look my videos, I have a lot of tutorials, WordPress tutorials. So WordPress, it is one of the ways that I will recommend that you to build a website. But it's not only that. And even though I do work professionally with WordPress at my work, I do understand, and sometimes I say, don't look at anything else, just go with WordPress. I do understand that depending the situation that you're in, what you want to achieve, there could be other platforms that are suitable for you. And I've talked about those many times in the past, and I'm going to talk about it today again. So we have WordPress. We have two WordPresses, if that makes sense. We have WordPress.com and WordPress.org, and I will explain what it is. I made a video recently where I explained the differences, but we're going to talk about it today again. And then there are many platforms, but I'm going to stick with Wix and Squarespace. There is also Blogger, if you want to blog. We can talk about it also, but I don't think it's as popular anymore. But anyway, WordPress is the tool of choice. It is what I recommend. It is what I work with. It is what I use to build websites for customers, professional websites, and it is great for blogging. It is great for business websites, B2B or whatever, for your small business, for your big business. It's great. It is great for e-commerce websites. So if you want to sell something, you can use WordPress. And when I say WordPress, for me, or I mean the self-hosted WordPress, the one that you need to buy a domain name and a web hosting package, and that you have to install, and you create a website on your server, and then you start blogging or building pages. There is WordPress.com, which you can pretty much almost, or not all exactly, do the same, but the difference is that you don't have to buy hosting. You don't have to go to Bluehost or SiteGround or stuff like that to buy hosting. You don't have to do that. You can just sign up. You can go to WordPress.com and sign up and create an account there, and then they have some paid packages, plans that you can purchase, especially if you want to use your own domain name. Otherwise, if you're happy with something.com, then you can do that. That applies also to Wix. That is the same for Wix. And there are some things that I like and I don't like, but I want to explain what is everything. You might be happy with Wix, but you have to stick with it for the rest of your, blogging career or for your website. There's also a difference if you want to have a blog or if you want to have like a business website. Hi, Robert. SiteGround, it is cool. And there are many options. There is Bluehost. It's kind of, I hear that SiteGround or Bluehost, I don't know, they're kind of the same, like competitors, but I would guess SiteGround is better. Then there is a premium, Kinsta. This is very good, but it's more expensive, but it is amazing, and it is good to protect you from spam and hacking and everything. Well, it has a very good anti-spam, anti-hacking or whatever filter on their servers. Are very protected, but expect to pay, like twice for what to pay on SiteGround per month, something like that. Then there is something that is called Lyric something. Let me Google it. Lyric hosting. It's called Lyrical Host. I have seen it. The difference between Bluehost and SiteGround, according to George, what he has explained it to me, is that Bluehost is not as safe. It doesn't have as good security as SiteGround. So I guess security-wise, SiteGround is a better choice. But when it comes to functionality, they're pretty much similar, I guess. So Lyrical Host, I have seen it's another hosting provider, which I have seen this one mentioned many times. Now we're going to turn that into a web hosting stream, but nonetheless, in those blogging, can you hear me good? In those blogging websites, groups on Facebook, there are many that go with Lyrical Host because it is budget friendly, it's cheaper pretty much. So when we're talking about WordPress, it's very important that if you have no idea what it is, if you just want to start building your blog or your website now and you hear about WordPress, to understand that there is WordPress.com, which is a website that you go and you sign up, and then there is WordPress.org, which requires for you to purchase a hosting package somewhere and domain name and create a website there using WordPress. Most of those, like SiteGround and Bluehost, they have kind of not they have a function like install WordPress, so you don't really have to do anything. You don't have to download any files and upload them. Just go to your hosting provider and click somewhere there is use WordPress and install it, and you're good to go. So whereas if you decide to go with WordPress.com, you can have a website for free today, right now. So I keep saying that, and I will say that again. If you want to start blogging, if you're a blogger or you want to become a blogger, many say if you want to start a blogging business or a blogging career, you want to write and become a blogger as your full-time like income, like as a side hustle, I guess, to begin with, but later on to have it as your main income. Many say that WordPress is the way to go, and I 100% agree. Like, I totally agree. But I understand if you have a budget, like don't even consider it. Don't even consider going to the others. Don't go to Wix. Don't go to Squarespace, unless for some reason you must go there. But if you have the budget, go for self-hosted WordPress.org, which means domain name plus web hosting plus WordPress. Now, if you have no budget and you want to start blogging and writing, I would say go with WordPress.com and create a free account there and just start writing. And why do I say that? If you have no blogging experience, if you have no idea what you want to write about, because I see in those groups, there are people that they see the lifestyle of blogging or see other bloggers that are successful and they want to become the same, and that's great. It's a great dream, that's a great goal or great aspiration, if I may say, if that is the correct word. Yes. But if you don't have a clear idea, if you don't have a clear goal, what you want to do, what you want to write, or roughly, I would say go to one of those free blogging like the WordPress.com. You could do Blogger, but I think it's better if you stick with WordPress.com because they are the same. It's the same software, like in its core, it's exactly the same. And go there and create an account, sign up, and start writing. Because if you start writing, then you will figure out what it is that you really want to write about. And write a few articles, see what it is that you like. Do you like to write about subject A? Or if you want to write about subject B? Because you might think you want to write about a given subject, but you realize, oh my God, this is boring. I prefer to write about that. Start doing that. And if you do that, it's a great experimental area. No, that didn't came out right. It's a great platform. WordPress.com is a great way for you to test out the waters, like to test it out, see how it works. And it pretty much look the same, but it has some more buttons in its dashboard. But if you decide, if let's say you are with WordPress.com and you decide to go on a self-hosted WordPress after a while, because you have been writing and you have been developing, and you say now I want to become serious, then yes, domain name, web hosting, and a self-hosted WordPress is the way to go. You can easily export your material because they communicate with each other, or they can communicate since it's the same software. You can extract all that you have written and the images, and you can import them. And so some elements I'm going to show you, because I have some things here ready made. Let me just show you here. Where is it? Yeah, I'm going to, yes, I have ready made all the tabs here. Yes, so here we are. This is how I'm gonna go back. This is how, and I'm going to share my screen. Yes, so here I have logged into WordPress.com. Okay, so this is, once you log in, you end up in this kind of dashboard. I have created some posts on this one. This is a website I have created in, if you see that the year is 2009. I do have a self-hosted WordPress that I do write and I do blog, but back then in 2009 I used that because I wanted to learn. Also, I wasn't sure I wanted to buy something, or I didn't know all the technicalities. I was just learning, and I have learned so much that now I build WordPress websites, for a living. So if, let's say, you see here, I would say 90% of this vertical menu is exactly the same as this is my self-hosted. It is pretty much the same. Okay, it is the same concept. Okay, so if you go to posts and you add new post, it might look a bit different here, but add new post. It's loading my internet. Yes, you see that it looks like that. And if I go to my own blog and I click here, you see add new, it looks the same. The font might be a bit different, but that's because of the settings of what I use in my website. So it is the same. You see this one and this one. So this is WordPress.com, and this is my own domain name that is built using WordPress. Well, I don't know if I should say what WordPress.org, but for the sake of making you understand the difference, that's how I'm going to call it. So I always encourage people to go for the self-hosted, but since I see many people, they are confused. Okay, if they don't know the differences. So I say go to WordPress.com, create a free account. Don't commit to a domain name just yet. Don't. Write, start writing, experiment, test out, see how it works. Go here, click the W here. 23 Designs, that is an ancient website. Go here, this is media, this is where you upload your images, okay? And you can just click here and you get a prompt from your computer to just upload images, nothing weird. Then you have pages. Here you can add a new page. It looks the same, but it is a static page. This is like, for instance, if you want to create your About Me page, it has some ready-made here. Okay, start with a blank page. Oh, it's loading. Or go with About, pick a template, or don't, just do a blank, and this is the same. You just write. If you have no idea, maybe it's better if you start blank to see how it works. About Me, and here write, whatever. With the plus here, you add an image. For instance, here, image, upload from your website, from your computer, sorry. So this is Wix. So I'm gonna start encouraging people to go to WordPress.com and to use it for free, to understand what it is. Because I see beginner bloggers that they say, oh yes, I was advised I should go with WordPress, and then I went and I created an account. But from the way that they are asking a question, I understand that someone has given them an advice and explaining something that applies to a self-hosted WordPress.org website, whereas some things you cannot do in .com. So go to the free and experiment, test. Great topic. Apologize to say your video is lagging, but audio is clear. My video is lagging. Oh no. Thank you for saying that. You shouldn't apologize. I don't know if it is my internet connection. My boyfriend installed a new router today because we have had the previous router died. So if the audio or the video is lagging, that is not good. How about I try to change the camera, right? And see if that helps. I'm gonna do it on the fly and see if everything works well, or let me see. How bad is it? How bad is it, Robert? It's very bad, right? I think it's bad. But thank you for finding it a great topic. And yes, and I'm going to focus a lot on that for the upcoming weeks or months, or in my channel. I'm going to focus a lot because I see a lot of confusion, and I would like to explain and help people to understand the differences and what they can do with its platform and what is best for them. For me, if you ask me, always go with self-hosted, okay? That is, but it has a learning curve. And I understand that, and I respect that, and I get it why some people are not comfortable in starting with WordPress. Yes, it's lagging a lot. Let me just try to change cameras. Okay, I'm going to put the Be Right Back screen and now, okay. Why is it so square? Maybe if I do it like this. Yes. Yeah, maybe. I look big. Am I lagging now? Am I still lagging? Video is clear for sure. It may be your connection as you diagnosed earlier. Okay, I changed the camera now. I changed it to the webcam. I don't know if the ZV-1 was, because before we had some similar issues with the ZV-1. Maybe it gets overheated. I don't know. Could be that. But let me know if the lagging situation is better or not, or if it's just a connection, or maybe not. I don't see much. I really apologize. Yeah, it's still lagging. Okay, settings. If I try to check the settings on I would put on OBS. What do I do? Do I do anything? I don't think so. It could be something from Restream. Keyframe interval. Is it dropped frames? I don't know how to fix it. Yeah, it's still lagging. There goes today's live. I'm gonna have to restart just to see if